All right, what's going on, guys? We are back with another Dokkan Battle video, and today we're going over the data download from today. Thank you, Proton10MG, for everything data downloads. So for the global side of this, right, we did get the app update. So this is the big app update that does deal with the player rank cap update. So now you can go from rank 999 all the way up to 2000. And there's a couple different things in here too, right? The way that they kind of have the display, you know, your power level is going to be displayed there on your home screen. The way they calculate the way you gain power level has changed a little bit. And then they've added some more power level bonuses. The Dragonstone Navigator, which I actually think is such a cool implementation into the game, lets you kind of see where you might be missing some Dragonstones in some of these events. And then it did convert your World Tournament tickets into the Hercules autograph, which you can buy, you know, those World Tournament characters from the Baba shop with those autographs. So very big update, very cool, a lot of quality of life stuff, and then even more to come with the, you know, the talk of them fixing the friend system. That's something that's going to be on the way too. Now, that wasn't in this update. That will become in a later update, I would assume. Hopefully, I mean, earliest probably the 11th anniversary would be amazing, because that's going to be such a huge change that people have been wanting for such a long time, that they're just going to want to start rolling that out. But let's go through the rest of this data download here. There's a lot of stuff happening. So we've got, let's see, the promo movie. So this is going to play at the beginning of the celebration, which actually is starting a little bit sooner than I had anticipated. So the new characters are going to be available on the 28th at 8 p.m. EST. So for me, it's 8 p.m. for you. Depending on where you live, this here will tell you if you go to Dokkan Info or you go to the Dokkan Wiki. It'll have it right there for you. It'll give you the countdown to tell you how long until they are available. But these characters, man, such a cool pairing. And I was literally just saying how I was kind of hoping for a new tag unit. However, they typically only do that with LRs, and I did not expect them to do an LR again for New Year's, right? They did it one time for the Ultimate Gohan and the Power Awakened Piccolo, so I wasn't really expecting to do it again. But I mean, in some way, we still got Gohan and Power Awakened Piccolo for New Year's again, but this time in TUR form, tagging out with the Gammas. And I think this is so cool. I think this is a very, very cool pick, very cool release, and I am very much looking forward to these guys in game, seeing how well they run, seeing how well they synergize, and seeing what EZAs we do get. Now, we did make a video earlier kind of talking about some of the possible EZAs. Thanks to Proton as well, in the ID table, he did show that there was a gap, which did point to 2 LR EZAs. So hopefully we get the LR Ultimate Gohan, the LR Power Awakened Piccolo. They get their EZAs. Hopefully the Gamma 1 and 2 TURs get their EZAs later on. Make this an even better celebration, even a better team. You know, New Year's is usually pretty big. They like to go pretty big for New Year's stuff, kind of start the year off strong, and then we roll basically right into anniversary. So it's gonna be crazy time from here through, shoot, man, I mean, through like March. it's about to get wild. So strap in, baby. All right, but yeah, these guys are dropping a little bit sooner than expected. So we will be here. We will be summoning for them. I'm very much excited for them. I don't think many people should summon for them, just because, again, we are so close to anniversary. But if this are your favorite characters, this is your favorite matchup, you think this is really cool, who am I to tell you no, man? Okay, so in here, let's see. So King Cress. This is a Dragon Ball character, and it's going to be like how we get like the Zenny statues usually at the beginning of the year. This is going to be one of those, so he's going to be worth over 9 million Zenny. So we'll get a couple copies of these, and it looks like Jesus riding on a horseback, just saying. This is King Cress. This is an old Dragon Ball, original Dragon Ball character. We got some updates here for the Dokkan events. So these are going to be for the Gamma 2 event here, and then for the Ultimate Gohan event here, because they do start off as one of them is Gamma 2 into Gamma 2 and Piccolo, and then Ultimate Gohan into Gohan and Gamma 1. A new Super Battle Road stage, so stage 89 is going to be the Fused Fighter stage. So this will be available the same time the celebration starts. So it looks like the event here, Fused Fighters, looks like so the Android 13 movie, a bunch of GT, and then Future. Okay, so We'll see, you know, once these are actually live in game, that's when we'll have all the actual stats for them. Right now, these are just the phases, these are just the characters you'll be fighting and all that. So this is going to be available as soon as the celebration does begin, or as soon as the new characters are available, I should say. Actually, it's pretty much at, yeah, that's at reset. So, I mean, yeah, as soon as celebration starts, you'll be good to go. Dragon Ball Story, so Dragon Ball Superhero. Okay, so they've updated the actual Dragon Ball Story. This is where you get these plushie dolls that you can trade in the Baba shop for different rewards. You can pick up copies of the free-to-play Gamma 1 and 2, which you can use that Gamma 2 in there to actually super attack farm this Gamma 2 here, because he does start off as just Gamma 2, right? So if you wanted to do that, you definitely could. So keep that in mind, right? You don't have to use Kai's for this guy. If you do pull him, you can free farm his super attack. So this will become available at the same time. Again, more stages here. These are just the movies that will play throughout. If you have the story, like the actual like story mode turned on, you'll be able to see these play at certain points within that story mode. Limited time event, A Divine Dilemma 2 Gods. So this is going to become available on the 1st, so New Year's Day. This is going to be this one here, and this is where you're actually going to be able to pick up the copies of the King Crest, right? So you'll get those from here. I'm sure there might be some during like a login for actual New Year's, but this is where you can farm out. It says 3 of them here, so that's good. You know, a couple Dragon Stones is always good. It looks like you fight Beerus and Supreme Kai. Okay. I don't know if it's one or the other, or if it's both, but those are there. So we'll see what that's like. I assume this is gonna be a very easy stage because they want to make sure you guys can get these, right? Yeah, so this drops the 31st at 7 p.m. EST is when this will become available, this whole stage. So there you go. So there's another stage to get an extra little bit of Zenny there from the King Crest. Seriously Serious Battles. Stage 9 versus Cell Max. So the sad part about this is, yes, we get a new stage, which is great, right? Cell Max is, of course, he's going to be another big bad boss fight, another Cell Max, go figure. But this is actually going to be, I think, the final stage for the Seriously Serious Battle, because they do even put in here that it's going to be like, once you clear the stages, you get a title. So, I mean, I'm hoping that they continue to add stages as we kind of go through, but I mean, the wording of it makes it sound like it's going to end, which is unfortunate because I know there's a lot of talk about Dokkan Day ending after at this celebration, basically being the last one. I hope not. I hope not, man. I hope they keep it going because it is such a great thing. I know it was like a 10-year anniversary kind of celebratory thing, but I hope it keeps going. I say it every time. All right, some of the missions here for the Seriously Serious Battle. Let's get back on track. So these guys, this missions will become available the 28th at 8 p.m. once everything else drops. So it's clear it once, clear it with 6 movie heroes, and then clear it with 6 Battle of Fate. So I don't think that should be too crazy. Just depends on how hard this Cell Max wants to be, because we all know Cell Max bosses are rough. Let's see, Ultimate Red Zone, so the artificial life form. So it looks like there's only 2 stages that have been added in right now. So Metarildo and Baby are going to be here. And then a couple missions. So clear stage 1, clear stage 2, and then clear stage 2 with 6 Battle of Fate characters, which I don't think should be that tough. We can kind of click on these and we'll see a little bit of what they're doing. We'll be able to see all their stats. Now these usually start off decently easy, or, you know, easier, and then they kind of build as they add more stages in. Yeah, dude, look, all the stuff that he's doing here. I'm trying not to really like focus on what it is because I want to make sure I jump in and look at it when we go in through the first time and kind of let it surprise me. But yeah, so that's there. Battlefield being updated. Okay. New idle animations. Actually, let's watch these. So here is Gamma 2. Okay, yeah, okay, nothing very special there. He just gets into his ready stance. Now, we did already have like the Gamma 1 and 2 for the LR unit. We did have their animation already, their idle animation. So this is just the singular Gamma 1s and 2s. Ultimate Gohan, dude, that looks so good, actually. Hold on. Oh my gosh, man. Yeah, dude. That aura looks so good. The hair waving, the electricity. Oh, dude. His idle animation looks sick. Let's see who's next. Yeah, Reader saw you. Piccolo. So Power Awakened Piccolo. Again, very simple. Just getting into a ready stance. Okay, so the Kid Gohan. So this is the 8th anniversary part 2. Kid Gohan. Now, I think the only one we're still missing is the Kai Goku. Right? The Dragon Ball Kai Goku. I think his is the only one we're still missing. Although he is just a base Goku. And I feel like we have base Goku's idle animation. So, yeah. So now that we got his, dude, their EZAs are definitely happening during the 11th anniversary. We already know that. Gamma 1. Okay, yep. Just getting in his ready stance as well. So, very simple stuff here with their idle animations. Gohan's the only one that gets like the actual real cool one, of course, because Gohan bias. That's how it goes. Support memory. So you're going to get this from doing the Dragon Ball story, right? So this is going to be Pan flying in the sky. You can see it off here on the right. It's going to play the animation. So this is going to be an all allies attack, defense, and chance to crit plus 5% for 3 turns when there is a Bond of Master and Disciple category ally on the team, starting from the 3rd turn from start of battle. That's actually pretty good. Yeah, dude, I mean, that's not bad. I mean, a 5% buff for attack and defense isn't that crazy. 5% crit is pretty good. I mean, I can see once this one gets like actually leveled up, I think it's gonna be great. I love this. I literally just finished watching Superhero again too to kind of like hype myself up for this release. So seeing the scenes and stuff here is actually really awesome. All right, summon tickets, man. Special tickets. I hope this is not the last iteration of these, but these will become available with the Dokkan Day missions, with the Series C series battles. I'm sure they'll have those in there as well. But let's see. So we'll go through. So here's the Dokkan Day missions. So you get 7 of them just from doing the Chamber of Spirit and Time, of course. Another 7 for completing all the missions, and then there's the regular Dokkan Day missions in there. We'll go through all the missions here at the very end as well, just to kind of see what else is in there. Dokkan tickets, Dokkan Fest tickets. So these are the global paid tickets, right? These are the ones you do have to buy with real monies. You do not get these in game. You know, you don't spend currency in game to get these. These are real money items. Reward ticket. Okay, so this is the 2nd iteration of this. This is the Radiant Summer Dokkan Fest that we did have earlier this year. Was one where you summoned on this banner, right? It had all these characters in there, and once you did, you received this reward ticket that you then turned into the Baba shop for unique skill orbs for one of these characters, right? You got to choose which character you got the skill orbs for. I chose Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, of course, because Vegeta's my boy. But yeah, so it looks like they're going to be doing this again. Now, I don't know if this is going to be like a totally separate banner. I don't know if they're going to do this along with the New Year's Step Up banner. That could be something, right? But yeah, I guess we'll see. You know, there could be an own special set aside banner because, you know, another reason to make people summon on something is just there. But this is another thing that will be available. So we don't know what the lineup is going to be yet, but I guess we'll see. You know, we could probably guess based off of these, but I mean, Dokkan does as Dokkan does. So honestly, it could really be anything. Let's see. So treasure item, a Happy New Year 2026 lucky ticket. So I'm assuming, I mean, it says you turn this into the Baba shop. I do not remember if we got one of these last year. I assume you turn it in and it opens a treasure chest that gives you random items, right? I think I vaguely remember this last year. I'd have to like look it up, but I vaguely think I remember something like this last year where you turn in the tickets. It's like a random thing that comes out of the chest and it gives you like X amount of whatever item. Yeah, I think that's exactly what this is. So this is pretty neat. Quiz talent challenge tickets 1 through 5, 1 for each day. Okay, so this is what they mentioned in the actual like the Dokkan Now presentation, the live stream, right? The fan meetup thing. They did talk about this being in there as like a daily quiz thing. Yeah, so either true or false. Yeah, they're all going to be true or false questions, right or wrong, whatever. So make sure you guys do this every day. So it looks like it starts on the 4th. The 4th at 1900 PST is when this goes. It'll go, I'm pretty sure it's like for the whole day. And then you'll get rewards based off if you got it right or wrong, you know, whichever ticket you used. And then the next day will reset. So I don't expect these to be very hard. I think they're going to make these pretty simple for everybody to kind of get the rewards. But, you know, we'll see. Okay, festival coins. So this is the pity coin. Now they did mention with the banners that this is going to be a 300 coin, right? You need 300 of these coins to trade them in for the characters. However, it was going to work a lot like the GDC or the anniversary or you know, the big celebrations like that, where there was like multiple banners, where when you summoned on one, you got like the special Dokkan Fest coin, and then the other one got the special Carnival coin, but you could exchange one for the other to then pick up one of the characters from the other banners. So basically what it sounds like is that instead of like 2 banners, you need 200 coins on this one and 200 coins on this one. You just need 300 coins total. They're both going to give you the exact same coin. So say if you did all your summons on the Gohan banner, right? You ended up getting 300 coins just from summoning on the Gohan banner. You could just use those on the Gamma banner and not even have to summon there, right? Which in theory is great, but at the same time, to get to 300 coins, that's still a lot. That's still a lot of spending of Dragon Stones. So I don't recommend pushing for that. You know, if you are a diehard superhero fan, go to your heart's content, but I would be very, very cautious on how much you spend on these banners, right? Because honestly, they're not that great. The new characters are very good. These guys, I'm telling you, they're on the banners. They sync up well with these guys. I think these guys will definitely get their EZAs. You know, both the LRs, I think the Gamble 1 and 2 have a very, very good shot of getting their EZAs as well. So would be a very fun team, but again, not a 100% necessary team, especially with Anniversary being so close. So close. Okay, so special titles. This is what we were kind of mentioning before the serious battles. So this is getting clearing stages 1 through 9. You will get this special title here to put on your profile page to show that you've cleared them all out. This is what kind of makes people think that this is going to be the final stage and that they're not going to add any more to the event, because why else give this out, right? Which does scare me, because that's where you get the other special Dokkan special tickets. So either they're going to find a new way to give out more of them, they'll just keep Dokkan Day and just do a couple at a time, or it just goes away altogether. You know, I'm hoping it's not the latter. New movies. So these are just the super attacks and the active skills, right? The way that they've transformed or like converted the way that they do the super attack animations, the way that they do the active skills has gone to USM files. So they are movie files as opposed to a bunch of snip together assets, right? It makes it so it is not as big of a burden on your phone storage. So these are just all of those here. New random login bonus. So the Hercule login bonus is going to be there. So it does look like you can actually get some of those King crests from the Hercule login as well. So that is something that you could possibly pull those, get even more Zenny, right? Those are worth a lot. So these are going to be very valuable. And then some scripted assets here just for some of the events. And I think that's it. Previous animations fixed. Added all PGs back to CPK files. Updated scripts are running. Okay, a lot of cool stuff that I don't understand, but great. Cool. Thank you. But yeah, I think that's it in the data download. So last but not least, let's just go through the missions here real quick. So it does look like that the new characters are going to get their own unique special skill orbs, which is good. Very, very good. All right, so let's beat it. Any stage with one super AGL type once, 3 times, 5 times. One superhero once, 3 and 5 times. One special pose 1 time, 3 times, 5 times. And then for the other ones, you're gonna get one super STR type, 1, 3, 5. One Earthbred fighter, 1, 3, 5. And one demonic power, clearing a stage once, 3 times, and 5 times. And you'll get all of these. So even if you do not summon for the new characters, I recommend picking these up. for whenever you do eventually get them down the line, whether it be with coins, whether it be on another banner or summit event. Just good to have. So just pick those up. We already went over the Dokkan Day missions. They are the normal missions here. 14 tickets from there. These are the weekly missions where you're going to get those special treasure tickets. So the next iteration does start on the 29th. So you'll get those, some Dragon Stones, and actually, this is the Dragonstone 11, the special Dragonstone 11 that you get from doing like the Roshi getting the milk bottles. So they're going to give out more than just the one, I guess. Okay, so you get the one from him. You're going to get one here, so that's 2. These are more missions, so then there's 3, 4, 5. So 5. Okay, so you can get 5 of these. That's actually really good. I wonder if the lineup is going to change at all. But yeah, these are very easy to get every week. Starts every week. Just clear a stage out 3, 5, and 7 times. You'll get all the rewards. This goes all the way up through the 25th. So that is basically leading up to the anniversary, right? This is an anniversary kind of countdown thing where at that point, the 28th of January is when the banners usually drop. So by that point, you'll have all these. The celebration's going to start. You know, it's going to be a good time, man. I love anniversary, dude. It came up so fast this year. All right, let's see what this is. These are just the regular missions. So clearing out stages multiple times, up to 30 times, you'll get all of these rewards here. So some extra Dragon Stones. These are very good. Hyperbolic Time Chamber training items are very good. Okay, so there is inevitable showdown missions. So this is good. So you're going to get more of the Dokkan Day tickets. So you'll get 28 in total, which is good. So that's 4 free summons you can do on these banners, right? You can do 2 and 2. Makes it a little bit easier. Or just blow them all on one if you like one character more than the other. All you got to do to get these tickets is just beat that Cell Max stage once. Doesn't matter how you do it. Bring your best team, knock it out. You'll get these tickets. There's another mission here to beat it within 6 turns. Another one to beat it with all of the super types, so AGL, Tech, Int, STR, and Physical. And then the other mission is to do the Type Disadvantage mission, which I absolutely hate, but 6 AGL characters, and then once you've done that, you've completed all the missions, so you get your special sticker. Okay, so these are just the medals for the Dokkan Awakenings, you know, the normal missions that you do for those. What is this one? Dokkan Awakening character, activate hidden potentials, level up super attacks. Okay, I mean, these are just like normal, regular missions you can just kind of like blow through. Yeah, clear infinite history under special conditions. Be within 10 turns. Your power level will be increased by 150 for clearing a stage on super for the first time. What are these? Keeps talking about your power level being increased by a lot. Oh, these must be like power level special missions. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so these are ways to quickly boost up your power level, like little extra special missions. So that is actually very good to know. Very good to have. These start actually at midnight. So I'm actually doing this video the night of the 26th, right? So I mean, it was going to go up basically right after I'm done recording it. But yeah, so this is actually going to start in like 2 hours from now. That's cool. Okay, cool. So extra missions to help boost your power levels. So definitely make sure you take advantage of those. This event is coming back. So this is the water bottle mission. Make sure you pick these up because you can trade in these water bottles for some pretty good rewards. This is the ultimate red zone. So just beat it. Beat stage 1, beat stage 2, and then again, beat stage 2 with 6 Battle of Fate. We already went over the Seriously Serious Battle one as well, where you beat it with 6 movie heroes and 6 Battle of Fate. This is the Divine Dilemma one. Super Battle Road. So yeah, this is the Fused Fighters one, so you just beat that. And then this is for the actual Dragon Ball story. Okay, yeah, so these are the missions to actually get the Pan support memory and everything just from the Dragon Ball story missions. Awesome. Okay, cool. So that is going to do it for the data download today. So if you guys did stick around to the end, I do appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out with me. A lot of cool stuff coming, man. A lot of stuff is happening between now and anniversary, baby. It is almost here. It's almost time. One more major celebration to get through, and then we will be there. So be smart with your stones, have fun with all the events that are going to be here, and just like enjoy it, man. 2026 about to start in just a few days. Absolutely wild. I cannot believe how fast this year flew by. A lot of crazy stuff happened, I know, for me this year. So it's been great, and to see it go by so quickly is a little bittersweet. But, you know, rolling into the next year, we're going in strong, and it's going to be time to roll into the next decade of Dokkan. Like, subscribe, do the thing, and I'll see you guys next time. See you.